Every morning, the market tells a story, and the most consistent traders know how to turn that story and information into profits. The problem for many traders is that they start trading before they actually understand what the market is saying. After more than 20 years in the market, one of the biggest lessons I've learned is this, and that's timing matters as much as market direction. Hello everyone, I'm Lien with BKTraders. Instead of guessing where price will go, professional traders often wait for the market to establish its early range and then trade in the direction of institutional momentum because the data supports it. If you're trading Nasdaq, S&P, or indices in general through futures or CFDs, one of the most effective ways to trade is by using the initial balance strategy, commonly known as IB. You may have heard of it already. This is one of the most popular strategies used by indices traders because it provides structure, clarity, and repeatable opportunities, and it's backed by data, showing a strong directional tendency once the range breaks. In this video, I'll walk you through the initial balance breakout, how it works, why it is effective, and how traders can use it in combination with VWAP, volume average weighted price, or fair value gaps, FVG, to identify high probability entries with defined risk. The initial balance is one of the most widely used intraday frameworks among futures traders and prop traders because it helps develop directional bias using actual market behavior rather than prediction, and it gives you tight risk, good reward. The strategy comes from market profile methodology and is based on the idea the first hour of trading serves as the market's initial consensus of where things are going, helping you determine whether buyers or sellers are gaining control. So what is the initial balance? Let's get an understanding of that first. The initial balance is very simple. It's the price range formed during the first or initial hour of trading. For US markets, the initial balance period is between 9:30 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. New York time. Instead of guessing direction, traders will allow the market to establish this range first before entering the trades, because the first hour of trading contains some of the most important order flow of the day. Because during the first hour, you've got overnight positions that are being adjusted, institutions begin entering their own positions, there's reaction to economic data, there's early directional bias that's beginning to form. Now, when price breaks outside this range, it can signal that either buyers or sellers are gaining control. Historical testing shows that once price breaks one side of the initial balance, there's a strong probability that it will not break the opposite side of the range during the same session. And this is very valuable information for trading. According to edgeful data, 77% of trading sessions over a 6-month study period only broke one side of the initial balance, meaning price did not travel to both the IB high and IB low in the same day. Longer-term studies show similar behavior patterns, reinforcing the tendency for directional continuation once the market establishes its momentum. And this helps traders form an early bias and to focus on only trading in the direction of strength rather than to fade momentum. So here's what you need to do. The first step is to mark the 60-minute initial balance. On your chart, you want to identify the high and the low between the 9:30 and 10:30 a.m. New York time. Draw a horizontal line to the high and the low and just wait for the break outside the range. Sometimes it can happen quickly, usually it does. This range becomes the framework for the rest of the session. Step number 2 is then once the price breaks out of that initial balance range, you've got your bias. If it breaks above the high, you want to look for longs. If it breaks below the low, you want to look for shorts. Rather than chasing price immediately, many professional traders will wait for a pullback to the structured level where risk can be defined clearly. Two of those most common tools to use for that pullback is VWAP and fair value gaps. Now, so step number 3, you want to use the VWAP or the fair value gap to determine a better entry. Because the VWAP is the level that average price institutions have transacted at before, whereas the fair value gap forms when price moves strongly in one direction, creating an imbalance between buyers and sellers. Prices often retrace partially into this gap before continuing in the direction of the breakout. By using fair value gap and VWAP for entry allows you to enter a more favorable level rather than chasing momentum. So what you want to do is you want to look at the Nasdaq and you want to look for a breakout with FVG. And I want to show you an example of how this works using NQ futures. The initial balance in this chart you can see forms between 9:30 and 10:30 a.m. And you can see it breaks the initial balance high. Strong momentum creates a bullish fair value gap, which is the green shaded area on this chart. Price then retraces to the gap and holds the midpoint or 50% of the gap, and that's where you can get in. Stops can be placed below the gap. Now, ideally below the initial balance low, but that's way too low. The initial balance low is often too far away for effective risk management. So if the gap forms close to the level, you can use as a logical stop. Otherwise, use the fair value gap or the VWAP. Targets can be a multiple risk or the next resistance zone. If the market is trending strongly, for example, when NQ is trading at 2-month highs like in this chart, traders could trail using a short-term moving average like the 9 EMA or the 8 EMA. This allows traders to participate in extended moves while protecting the profits if momentum slows. So let's take a look at another example. So here's another example. This is Nasdaq. We've got the 930 high. So we're going to set our initial balance high and low. This is 930 high. And the 1030 low is right over here. So we're going to set the 1030 low right over here. So what you want to do is you want to identify the initial breakout high and the initial breakout low. And then you watch it break down. It breaks the initial breakout low. And remember, according to statistics, 77% of the time, it won't get back up here. So you wait for the retrace to the VWAP line, which is the blue line here. And then you short at the blue line and boom, beautiful move lower. You could have possibly taken some support of the trade off at this VWAP low, or you could trail using a moving average. Let's take a look at another example. Here's another example here. We have the open of the market on Friday. That's the low. Let's look for the 1030 high, which is right over here. So this is 1030 high. Now, in this case, we don't get much of a retracement, but a good point that you could potentially come in rather than chasing of the move is that you know that it's been trading above the upper VWAP line for some time. You wait for it to drop below the VWAP line, hold it, retrace. This is a great point to go long right here. Stop below here. It's a smaller move, but still a very nice high probability move. As you can see, traders like the initial balance because it provides structure. VWAP and FVG provide location. Together, they can help traders avoid chasing price, define risk clearly, trade with momentum instead of guessing, and develop consistency, and most importantly, reduce emotional decision-making ahead of predicting every move. Traders get to focus on what the market is already doing rather than what they think it will do. So let's review the rules again. They're quite simple. So for longs, you want to identify the IB high and low range. Wait for the price to break above the 60-minute IB high. Then you wait for a pullback for the VWAP or the bullish FVG. Enter when the price holds support. Stop below the VWAP or the gap. Target resistance or trail using an EMA. For shorts, it's the opposite. Identify the high and low, wait for a break below the 60-minute IB low, wait for a retracement to the VWAP or the bearish FVG on a shorter term chart. Enter when price rejects resistance, stop above the VWAP or above the gap, and then target support or trail using a EMA. I like to use this to focus on this in the 5-minute charts. The initial balance breakout is one of the most popular and effective strategies used by prop traders, including traders achieving 6 to 7 figure payouts. It can also be very effective strategies for those of you trading your own accounts that are not props. So can you be used by everyone? Its structured nature makes it particularly useful for traders working within drawdown limits and consistency requirements. If you want to see more strategy videos like this, type more strategies in the comments below. And if you're trading with a prop firm, make sure to check the links in the description for our favorite prop firms and brokers, along with the best available discounts using our code EDGE or BKSAVE.